And we are live. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Pradeep from Armwrestling News, and I thank you very much for joining this live stream in advance. Well, it's not in advance, you have already joined it, so thanks very much. Carlos has joined, Andreas. So basically, we'll be discussing three topics in this video: Zaur Pezulev's comeback, Alexei Bovada's comeback, and some merchandise ideas that I want you to share with me. Please let me know if you guys can hear me or not. Yeah, I think we are good to go. शिवांश is saying भाई हिंदी के चैनल पे भी बनाओ, उसमें भी सेम कंटेंट डाला करो प्लीज़, सबको समझ में आए और ओके सबको समझ में आएगा, ठीक है. Difficult to try भाई. Marcus Thompson, this is fake Marcus Thompson, not the real money slammer Marcus Thompson. He will never comment on my channel. Soft hands, I like it a lot. Yeah, soft. I'll try to work out. I try to do some body weight pull-ups. I read J.R. Williams' body count comments, so I said body instead of saying pull-ups. I tried to do some pull-ups, but arms are still hurting. Few days ago I did bicep curls and arms are still hurting. Not a good sign. Carlos, hi Woody, hi Andreas. Andreas is also here. Okay. Kyria Kopulos, is that how you pronounce it? What's up, Phil? Upcoming Monster Factory is looking massive. Yeah, good card. I wonder who designed this. Is it Soul Arun or somebody else? Sound and picture is the quality. Pradeep, my buddy, Chalpul, you're always there to support. And you guys, some of you know that this is the retake of Armwrestling News Part 3. I hope this time it goes well. Last time there were some internet issues. You need to do ice bath to help recovery. Yeah. J.R. Williams, damn Pradeep, you need another camera for that double bicep shot. Your default microphone has changed. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Let me check quickly what microphone I'm using. Then we'll discuss Zaur Pezulev's comeback. It is surprising. I hope some of you have already watched the video that I just posted. It has been like less than 6 weeks since Zaur's surgery. I hope the sound is okay once again. Your mic switched. Hey Pradeep, what's up, Stizzy? Thanks. Victory, please mention now if the... Yeah, Victory deleted his comment, which means it is good to go. I don't know why. It shouldn't be like that. Even if I touch it slightly and it switches to the webcam microphone and then it is messed up. So Zaur made a comeback already in the gym. So I think it was 3 days ago when he uploaded a video where he was curling 10-15 kilo dumbbells. Let's say it was a 12 kilo dumbbell, 25 pounds, about that much. And he was looking like he was rehabbing, but that was heavy for a rehab. It had like 6 small plates. So I'm assuming the plates were like 2 kilos each. So the dumbbell was like what, 13 kilos or something. Can you flex for us? I don't really have biceps, otherwise I would. I still did. Do arm wrestlers knock their fingers? Knock? This is cracking, I guess. Knocking? This? I don't know what you're trying to say. Love your works, Pradeep, and I just want to ask if it is possible to join you sometimes. It is possible now. Now. Just wait. Copy invite link. I'll let 3 of you join if you want. To me, it's not a problem. So now today Zaur uploaded a video where he was doing the same exercise that detached his bicep. He was doing the exact same exercise. That is some guts, man. That is some guts. If you injure something in a particular position, you will be, or maybe I will be scared for some time. Like you will slowly get back into it. But Zaur was doing the exact same exercise, this time with 32.5 kilos. So how do you guys tell me, how do you get from... Let me pin this at the top. So how do you really get from having a surgery 5-6 weeks ago to going to 32.5 kilos single arm easy lifts? That is insane. People are saying that he's out for at least a year or something. I don't think so, man. With this pace of recovery, I think in a couple of months, he's already like top 10 once again in just a couple of months. Have you heard of Korean arm wrestler Seong Yul? Yeah. I was subscribed. I think I'm still subscribed to his channel. He's like kind of beefy looking dude. Yeah, I remember him. Will you invite Gobi to debate you about what? I think when I was, it was the only time when I talked with Gobi, and he and I kind of seem to agree on a lot of topics, except for only one topic. I don't remember what that particular topic was, but we seem to agree with this. So Zaur Pasulaev is back. Hello Adnan, how are you, brother?
I'm good. I didn't expect you to send me the link right away. That was.
Can you turn the phone for full screen? Yeah. So Adnan, as you all know, that he's like a super fan of arm wrestling, and he has joined. So you guys, if you guys also want to join, you can join. So brother, we'll discuss. Can you briefly give a introduction about yourself?
I am, as probably some of you know, my name is Adnan Rawazde. I'm from Jordan. I'm sorry, a country called Jordan in the Middle East. I've been into arm wrestling since I think late 2015, early 2016. At the beginning, for some weird reason, I like kind of hid that I enjoy this sport, or I was kind of ashamed of it. But by time I started to like watch it more and more, and when COVID hit, I like it skyrocketed for me, and I started watching it with every one of my buddies. I started to invite them, and maybe like last 1 or 2 years, I started like practicing arm wrestling. So I'm not an actual puller or an athlete or something, but I enjoy doing it from one time to another.
Yeah. Okay. Carlos is saying, I love arm wrestling news. Thanks, brother. You have been a member of the channel for a very long time and a big supporter. Natty guns. They're not really guns. So, brother, do you have a earphone or something? Your audio is like it is from a moon landing or something, 1960s audio.
Yeah, 1 second.
So, and what are your thoughts about Zaur Pasulaev's comeback? Like we saw the Canadian pork chop detach his bicep, and Michael Todd detach his bicep, then Zaur detached his bicep between these two guys, and everyone was saying like this is a surgery that takes about a year of recovery, and Zaur is already lifting 33 kilos with one arm in like...
It's insane, man. It's insane. I don't know like how fast these guys are recovering. Like him, pork chop. I saw like I'm not sure. Maybe it depends on the type of injury each of these athletes had. For example, I think Michael Todd individually injury is like way worse, I think, than Zaur's or pork chop. I'm not an expert or anything, but I think it's taking much longer than what these guys are like spending time in the gym as soon as they could, which is like very soon. I myself had an injury in my palm, and but I think it was it took me too long because it was a bone injury. It took forever, and I still have a plate inside of my palm, so I'm kind of a cyborg,
And Thomas Cuyado, please, brother, first of all, please let us know how do we pronounce your name. And you've always been a supporter of Arm Wrestling News, so thanks for coming on the show, brother.
No, thank you. Actually, I didn't expect to see the link.
Yeah, right. It was too quick.
YouTube, yeah, it's crazy.
Post the link and everyone join. Come.
You're a step above of the other channels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's Thomas, just Tom, like Tomas Quevedo. I'm from Chile, but I actually study now here in Italy, engineer. So I joined the sport here with a very good coach here that it's from Torino. So yeah, it's Tomas Quevedo, basically. Okay. A bit difficult.
Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you, my friend.
And Imran, please give an introduction about yourself as well.
Yeah. Actually, I started on wrestling with friends in my country, Chile. Chile is it's not too known in arm wrestling, but it's getting quite good. Actually, the second best pullers after Brazil is Chile, I would say. And I came here in Italy and I played rugby all my life. So how I joined the university was really hard to play rugby because it was so far from the university. And I was getting too tired and exams and all the shit that was going on. So one day I went to the sports center where I train, and I noticed there was an arm wrestling club, and I joined there. And after a couple of years, I have been getting some good results here in Italy. So yeah, actually competed in the super match some weeks ago and injured my wrist, but yeah, it's part of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great to hear, brother. Not the injury, but your involvement in arm wrestling. That's great to
And
hear.
I won the Italian Cup, 85 kilograms here in Italy in senior category. I first won the amateur, but now I won
Wow,
the
that's
senior.
amazing. And Imran, can you hear us? Yeah, please give your introduction as well. No, brother. Sorry, your audio is like
We
not.
can't hear.
It's terrible. Not audible at all. So Thomas, please tell us like what are your thoughts about this Zaur Pezulaev comeback? Have you been
Uh,
following him?
yeah, I have been following. I kind of follow every arm wrestling thing because I love it. But I don't know. I cannot understand how people can recover that fast of an injury. I broke my
Yeah,
wrist
I
like
know, I
two
know.
crazy,
Like
yeah.
arm wrestling pain is like one of the worst. I lift some weights sometime,
Yeah,
but the pain you get in your arm and wrist, like it's like
crazy.
every time I get it, I doubt I'll be able to like hit the table again or something.
Yeah, and a sprain. I cannot get it. For example, I broke my wrist like 2 years ago,
Oh.
and I have never recovered completely good from it. I just broke this part, and there's a lot of cartilage here, and I don't know. I have never recovered that good, and I cannot understand how these wrestlers are having injuries and recovered that fast. I don't know, probably a lot of chemistry involved, to be honest, but we gotta admit that it's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, yeah.
yeah.
Vainglorious is saying Pradeep is stealing Engin's live with the fans. No, I'm not stealing anything. If you talk about stealing, then Gary Roberts was doing it like almost 2 years ago, and
No, no,
I did it on my Hindi channel about almost 1 year ago. So no, we're not stealing anyone's idea here.
I think it's because Ingen is going live in 50 minutes or something.
No. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh,
He's
he
saying that
is.
we're kind of stealing Engin's idea. Yeah, that's his saying.
No.
So I think that's it for this first topic. Next topic, Vovoda's comeback. So I just uploaded a video. Did you guys see that Vovoda did not upload the practice poll with Dadikian, but
Yes.
somebody
Yeah,
uploaded
I've just
Vovoda's practice poll with Babkan, Denis Plenkov's manager. And yes, they were not going all out. Babkan was going all out. He was trying to almost King's move, elbows off the back of the pad. But Vovoda was holding him, but he wasn't looking super dominant, like he could wrist curl him or something. So that's why people were saying that he should never have been a vegan or a vegetarian. He has lost all his gains. He will
I
lose.
agree, huh?
I agree. Actually, I agree. Me too. I agree with that.
So what do you think? Where does Vovoda stand? Let's say if I were to ask you two guys, if the match happens from 1 month or 2 months from now, who would you put him up against? Like what level do you see him now? He's around 113 kilos, by the way.
So I actually agree with a match. I think you proposed it like against like probably Chance or maybe a mask match would be great to introduce himself again in the arm wrestling world because I don't see him pulling Daddy Khan or these new
Yeah.
upcoming pullers because I mean it's been too much tough time. I know Bovada was super strong for his time, but I don't know if he can just turn back again and get to the top of the sport. I see it quite difficult.
I
Yeah, that's my
actually
opinion.
like I would say, given how slow his comeback is, I think he has to be very sure that like now he made it public. He's going like more actively on YouTube. So I think he's on a good, like how to say, he's confident that his comeback will be worth making all of this fuss about. But I'm not sure. Like he wouldn't face, like I wouldn't assume he would face someone
Mm.
as Thomas was saying, like David Dadikian or someone of that high caliber. I think he would start maybe a bit lower, maybe impress, like shock the fans or something, and he will get more hype. Like I like it's not
True.
exactly the same situation, but I think Zaur had the same situation where he came out of nowhere and like like I'm sorry, guys. 1 minute.
I know, but
Hmm.
Saud is a different animal, bro. I mean,
Yeah. I think you mentioned the perfect matchup for him, Matt Mask, because his comeback match, I wouldn't want it to be a really high level arm wrestler who would beat him easily, but I wouldn't also want his comeback match to be someone who is relatively unknown. It has to be a famous name as well. So I think Matt Mask fits the scenario really well.
I mean, would perfectly fit it Travis Bacon, but I mean,
Yeah.
so the same situation. I mean, everybody would love to see that match.
Travis,
Like Matt, I
John.
would watch him like against whoever. He's a real a spectacular arm wrestler to enjoy on the
Yeah.
table.
But we know, I mean,
So how do you see, like right now, if let's discuss these matches? Matt Mask, we all know where his level is. Matt versus Vovoda, let's say 1 month, 2 months from now. I know it's not going to happen, but who would you pick, realistically speaking?
I don't know. I mean, you know, Mad Mass is this kind of pullers that have been always been good in the sport because of the leverage and his genetics, but they are not like they're super strong. Don't get me bad, but I don't think like he's crazy strong, has this crazy tendon strength. So maybe Bovada can pull a stop on him because Bovada is crazy strong, like from a genetical point of view. I don't know. The guy has been working great all his life. I mean,
Yeah. And Adnan, what do you
Uh,
think about Matt versus
I'd
Vovoda?
say like the Matt that pinned Hermes Gasparini 2 years ago maybe would be too much, but I don't. But like I'm not saying that this is the same version of Matt that Alexi will be facing. He would make a very good matchup, but if Alexi is able to hang with the top guys, I don't see Matt winning, which I don't think is the case. I think like currently Matt would win. Like
yeah.
it's just a guess.
Yeah. Of course,
Like
if
it's
you
not
say
something based on factual info or something. It's just a
of
guess.
course, yeah, if you say 2 months, I mean, probably I would also bet on Mask. Depends on the stop, because we all
Yeah.
know that Mask has this good hit, but if he doesn't pick the good angle, he's fucked. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
And in one video, Vovoda was curling like I think 110 or 120 kilos, and people were saying it is fake. There is no way Vovoda can like now curl 120 kilos. But
There's
that
no
man
way
is
a
an
vegan
athlete.
would curl that, huh?
Yeah. There are very few arm wrestlers whom we can call actual athletes who are built like athletes, and Vovoda is one of them. Like
Yeah, true.
when I say the word athlete, somebody like Artem Morozov comes to my mind. So these kind of athletes,
Yeah,
Very
and
lean, very athletic, very in
yeah.
shape,
yep, Paulin
Have
is
good
great. Yeah.
all over,
explosiveness,
well-rounded.
strength and explosiveness. All these components are involved in this kind of athletes. Like,
Yeah.
true.
Marcus Thompson is saying, Pradeep, show us your soft hands. These are my soft hands. So why don't you show us your real face? You're clearly not the real Marcus Thompson. It's a fake account. Why are you hiding behind someone else's name? Travis and Engin. No, Engin is not. Engin is way lighter than Bovoda, man. Okay, I love Matt, but his days in the sun are over. He's lost his edge. So let's quickly switch over to Matt Mask's topic. I uploaded a video. I saw a post on Facebook. Should Matt Mask retire? So I used that same title and I made a video about it and analyzing all of Matt's
That made a
matches
lot
since.
of noise. A lot of people
Yeah,
were
a
not
lot.
happy
Actually, I
about that.
criticize your title. Yeah, a lot of spam there.
So I took the title from Facebook. I had no idea I want to make such a video. I saw the title, man. I was like, it can be an interesting video. And it was an interesting video. Matt replied to that. Matt made his own response video. He did not like mention my channel's name, but he uploaded a similar video. Am I going to retire or something like that? And he
Yeah.
addressed those issues.
But Mas is such a good guy that he would never be like too disrespectful to.
But this is something that like YouTube game by we are in 2023. I think people and fans should understand YouTube game a little bit. Like the title, everybody knows the titles are just for views. In the video, I never said that Matt should retire. I don't think I said that. But still, people are saying, well, Pradeep is like someone. If Matt loses a couple of elite level matches, he wants him to retire. No, I actually never said that. And even in the title, there was a question mark behind that. I actually never said
I
that.
think we all agree that none of the actual fans or like people who follow the sport closely would write Matt off just because of a few losses to very high level guys. Of course, I mean he's not like in the top. In that sense, one could say he's overrated, but he's not like some average Joe Schmo, like pulling in a bar or something.
Yeah, Matt is the kind of puller that can pin, has the ability to catch a good angle and pin every opponent, but you don't know actually if he's gonna win a super match against our elite puller, because I mean there's a lot of factors involved. People now are these athletes like you mentioned, like Irakli, Artyom. These guys are training on a different level, bro. I just attended. Look, and I can put it my example. I attended the super match event here, and I pull here. Don't get me wrong. I pull here good quality of athletes here in Italy, and I'm starting to get in some good positions. But then these guys from, I don't know, Hungary or Moldova come. Oleg Tudorian won my category, minus 85 kilograms, and you see these guys, and they're not like huge build, but these guys just train arm wrestling and dedicate all their lives to this sport. They just came and pull everybody. I mean, you don't care about the guy, how he looks. These guys are just simply too strong. Like,
yeah, I think it's the athleticism thing that Pradeep was mentioning a few moments ago. Like some people, especially if they are a full-time athlete, like they would do better than like maybe a high-level athlete who's doing this just for fun or something. Of course, like they will be conditioned in a better way. And for example, like I would say Matt Mask would have a much better endurance if he was like a full-time athlete. And of course, like someone would jokingly just say he would quit that devil's lettuce and smoking. Like
yeah, and we have to mention that the opponents that he has been pulling are really good caliber opponents. I mean,
and talking about devil's lettuce, I think we on this type of show we can get Mohammad Hassan as well on.
Yeah, I was remembering his name. Yeah.
Yeah, and Jerentila is mentioning that Matt versus Tim Bresnan should be a comeback match. So that's why I said that they need to be careful with these comeback matches, because Bovada lost in 2016 to Tim Bresnan, and people are still making fun of him because of that loss. Like he lost to a old Tim Bresnan. We should give him Tim Bresnan once again.
Tim is a beast, bro. Tim is a beast.
So I think these comeback matches needs to be chosen carefully, like just for the sake of the story build up, the comeback athlete needs to win. Like if somebody's making a comeback, Bovada has arm wrestled only once in like 1.5 decade, only once, and still the hype is all around. And if he loses again in a comeback, like it doesn't look good, the story doesn't look good.
And I think Pradeep, even though like Bovada was crazy strong, I don't know if he can pull like the, even in his best condition, I don't know if he can pull the beasts that are at this point in the sport. Like people are getting so good at this sport.
No,
like,
come on, man. His best level like is
bro,
way up there.
Okay, who would you put him against in his weight category at this point? Like, who would do you think he could like face Levan, Artyom, Devon, and these guys? Because I don't see it that way.
Like I would maybe say FA Comic. Like I think of course, that would be a good match.
No, but nobody would care about that match, bro. As I said, it doesn't only need to be a good match. It needs to
right.
Famous name as well.
Popularity thing. Yes.
Yeah, and 99% it is going to be
Arabuli, actually, I think. But
Arabuli is also not that famous. No, Bovada is way too big of a name to compete against Arabuli.
It's difficult. It's difficult.
I want to see him against an American puller, to be honest. Like,
I'm telling you, 99% it is John Brezink. So that's what it is going to be. But I'm worrying that John may be too much for Bovada now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
J.R. Williams is saying comeback matches can quickly transform into retirement matches, at least in the minds of fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if he remains in 115 kilos category, he can do something. Yeah. Even 105. Like if he's 111 kilos, 12 kilos, 13 kilos, he can easily cut those 5, 6, 7 kilos. And he would be competitive in the 105 kg class as well. And there, like 105 kg title match against who is the champion? Ongarbayev. But before that, I think it should be John. So if he beats John, then give him Ongarbayev. That would be a good deal.
Yep. Pradeep, how do you see the match between Ongarbayev and Irakli? It's an interesting call.
Ongarbayev, Irakli, I think Ongarbayev's hand is slightly stronger. So if pure top roll versus top roll, yes, some styles are slightly different, but one thing I've noticed that if we're comparing three arm wrestlers A, B, C, their matches against each other, if all three of them are top rollers, then let's say if A takes the hand of B and B takes the hand of C, then most likely A will also take the hand of C as well, because the styles are similar. All of them are top roller. So
Yeah.
since John took Irakli's hand and Ongarbayev took John's hand, it makes me think like that Ongarbayev's hand can be slightly stronger. And what Irakli did to John with a flop press, you cannot do that thing to Ongarbayev. Michael was able to do that once in one round with a flop press, but Michael is different. Like once he drops the shoulder, even Denis Siplenkov, Pushkar, Devon Larratt, nobody can stop Michael's press like that. But I don't think Irakli has that kind of ability. So
I think the buckle is gonna play a big part in
Yeah.
this match.
Yeah,
yeah,
What's
sure.
your opinion, Adnan?
I would say that Irakli may be the stronger athlete, but I think Angarbayev is both the better arm wrestler and the more experienced. And I'd say he takes the win in a very hot grinding match. I remember his match with Prudnik. In my personal opinion, that can be like a similar situation where he's going against a technical arm wrestler, but also physically very strong. But I'm not sure if Irakli would be able to flop press, as Pradeep said. He won't be able to flop press Angarbayev. And stamina-wise, I would also say that Angarbayev has a better stamina. So I would give maybe 60-40 to Kidargali. My man Pradeep, I'm sorry I'd have to drop off. You really surprised me to let us enjoy the show.
Yeah.
It was a real pleasure. And if I was able to come back, I'll pass by.
Yeah.
Thank you also, Thomas, for joining us and for the
Pleasure to meet you,
guests,
bro.
the fans, everyone. It's really
I'm leaving
unbelievable.
in some minutes, but I'll remain here because
I think
crazy.
there is a
Engin
space for both. Engin has like 60 viewers and we also have around 60 viewers. So Engin's will increase to like 150, 200. We can go on for at least 5-10 minutes more. 5 minutes maybe. So merchandise ideas. That's the third topic that I want to discuss today. What should I be like? I need to get rich. I need to sell something.
Oh, I can't help you in this
No,
actually.
but I've actually got this message from many times. Yeah, many people have suggested me that I should be like, why haven't I launched arm wrestling? Because I like Pro Punja League, Indian Arm Wrestling League. They sent me a T-shirt and I like wear it proudly everywhere. Like I can wear it even when I'm traveling, like from my hometown to here in a flight. I can wear the arm wrestling T-shirts everywhere. I don't mind that. So I think arm wrestling T-shirts can be a cool idea. Like, what should I? Do you have any?
Sure.
I have
You need to-
one. Yeah, please go ahead.
I think you need to get because this is my point of view. I don't know if the other guys are okay with what I'm gonna say, but I truly have never seen a nice arm wrestling T-shirt. Ultimately, like I don't want to say names of like events, but I cannot find a really nice looking arm wrestling T-shirt. But it's my point of view.
J.R. Williams is saying merchandise idea T-shirts, body count matters. Did you watch my latest video that I uploaded?
Actually, look, bro, the one that you have right now, it's like quite nice looking. Actually, that's a Pro Angelic T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's
It
quite
looks good.
I would buy this shirt.
So yeah, not exactly this one, J.R. Williams, but I think this idea can happen. Like practice pulls matter. That could be a good T-shirt idea. Do you think practice pulls matter or not? What is your opinion about that?
Oh yeah, that's an interesting point. Look, bro, I'm gonna shut this phone because I'm trying to looking at the comments and it's not a good idea because I cannot think too much. I don't know. It's a strange subject. To be honest, look, this is my own perspective. I don't like to do after the tournaments because then people know how to beat me, but maybe I'm not good.
It means practice pulls matter. You've already answered.
I actually think it matters, but sometimes more from a psychological point of view, because actually after the event, you're usually destroyed. And I'm telling you, you're usually destroyed. I have lost 2 guys at the after pools and then meeting at the tournaments.
We're not necessarily talking about after pulls. We're talking about practice pulls. So you can be fresh.
I do think it matters actually. To be honest, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, if you're a good top roller and explosive, like kind of Travis, and then Travis can maybe even like top pick. Travis can lose to a hook against like I don't know Todd Hutchings or Soloyev in a practice pool, but they're gonna beat them anyways in the tournament. So yeah, I think it depends on style. If you're a hooker puller, bro, and you're losing in the practice table, that can mean much more than if you're a top roller.
I get it, because in top roll, like, speed matters a lot. If the other guy goes first, then he can top roll you.
Speed, timing, a lot of shit. Yeah.
And Andrea Jekoldaze, I think, is it how we pronounce it? Engin was pronouncing it differently. So bridges on fire, Pradeep. Yeah, burning bridges. Do you know this? Like, I get this comment a lot. Pradeep is burning bridges. Pradeep is burning bridges. So bridges that are on fire. That could be a good concept.
Yeah. Bro, that's a good phrase.
Burning
but
bridges.
It's true. I mean, you're being so polemic in YouTube, but I get you. I think you're doing everything right, to be honest. Like,
what are you saying? I was not able to
I think they're doing everything right, because you're burning bridges and you're being so polemic in YouTube because you're spelling some of the truth. And even though you're sometimes not okay, people get too angry in the community of arm wrestling. They don't get like the point in the sport yet from a fuck, my English is lacking.
From you talking about some point of view.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
no matter how many times I say that I do not need those bridges, guys, until I want to go at some event like physically and commentate there, I do not need any bridges. But people still keep on mentioning, and I actually believe that it is kind of a good thing if arm wrestling channel is burning bridges, because in today's world you do not even need to say anything disrespectful to piss someone off. You can just be speaking truth, and that too in a respectful way, and people will still get mad at you. Not saying that I've never been disrespectful, but I don't think it is necessary to be disrespectful to someone to make him angry.
Yeah, of course not. You have never been there respectful in the way that you never say bad words to people. But I don't know, people still need to get a bit more of sense of humor sometimes. For example, of the Matt Mask issue, it was so funny because I was laughing when you posted that title, like Pradeep just wants some views. Like, why would Matt Mask retire? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like, did it make sense? Because I included that community, that Facebook post in my video as well. I think I mentioned that this is where I got that idea from.
You know what's funny? That Italians gets really pissed off, like, in the groups, and I'm in some groups in WhatsApp, Telegram, and they upload this, like, your videos, and they get like kind of angry with this, like, oh, Pradeep is being so disrespectful and all this stuff.
No,
and it's like, guys,
but it was just a question, like, should he retire? And in the video we analyzed his matches, but can be the future. I don't see where the disrespect. How can a question be disrespectful? Like, why are we getting this soft in today's generation? No, how can a question be disrespectful?
I don't think that's the point. Like,
if I said that Matt Mask should retire, like, that would have been slightly, even though that too wouldn't have been that much disrespectful. But that was just a question.
Yeah, but you're being polemic when you post this. I mean, that people is gonna react this way. Like, I would get a bit pissed off, like, if someone publishes a video of me. Let's imagine I reach a good level in wrestling and I'm starting losing like matches, and some random guy puts a video saying, should like Thomas retired? Of course I'm gonna pissed off, like
that. And that's how I burn bridges. That's how I burn bridges. Okay.
I respect your strategy.
I made one for Aussie but never published my design. Guys, please, you can, if you guys want to work with me, help me in any sort of way, like, we can, maybe the amount of t-shirts we can sell, the designs you guys make, I can share a partnership, like share a percentage of revenue which I get. We can figure something out, or a fixed amount for logos. If you guys are professional in that, please let me know. The ideas are good. Some of the ideas are good. Somebody mentioned a tiger, like, sell a fun Pradeep t-shirt, cartoon Pradeep doing one arm pull-up. I don't think
what video you should do, actually, Pradeep, that I have seen this, that there's a lot of like how do you say, East versus weight classifiers in United States, and here in Europe or in Latin America there haven't been like too much. And I don't think they're giving like the same opportunities like in United States in comparison like with Europe. Like
Like,
even like the super match was a so tough event. It was like just one of the two or three classifiers here in Europe. And God, I mean, it's getting so tough, like competition.
okay, okay. Hi, Pradeep and Thomas. I hope you are doing good. Reno messages in the chat. Hello,
No,
brother.
Reno, cool guy. You know, I work out with him like before the event. I give him my elastic
You know what?
in
To
the super match.
just to make Thomas more angry, should Matt Mask retire T-shirt just to
Good
piss
luck.
off the
Don't do that.
Italian arm wrestling groups. Wow,
Uh,
we're having
yeah,
fun.
I mean, Italian porters,
Hmm,
good quality, my friend.
good quality.
There are some really quite tough porters here. Like,
Neil has the ugliest T-shirt designs. Andre is saying. Angin going
maybe.
live with Travis. Yeah, yeah, we know that. Why so sensitive? J.R. Williams is asking. 100% I don't watch his show anymore. Whose show, Deeps? If Neil fakes a show that is pre recorded and Pradeep talks about it, Neil is the one who burnt the bridge. Yeah. The day I need bridges with Neil pickup, I think it's already over for me. I think
Come
it is
on,
already time to
don't
retire from
bro,
YouTube.
don't get in beef with Neil. Neil is such a good guy. Like he
Yeah,
replies
am
everything.
I not such a good guy? Am I? Do you think I am a bad
I
guy or
don't think
something?
so. Nah, I don't know. Of course, you're a good guy, but you're a
But
bit more like Neil is like kind of more the old school way. Like he doesn't want people joking around with him. Like
yeah,
they don't get the same way like the jokes. I
yeah.
don't know if you get me.
Jerentila, the face picture, like T-shirt with my face picture. No, no, I don't think it is a good idea. I don't think anyone would want to wear that.
Maybe with
And
the silhouette like of your picture, like
yeah, and one idea could be armchair expert. Armchair arm wrestler. That idea I got from RVJ like almost a couple of years ago. He called me like Pradeep doesn't even arm wrestle. He's just an armchair arm wrestler. So armchair expert can be a good title. Like I need
or
to
you should
keep
do
it
one
funny.
with practice pool matters, like
Yeah,
it's called.
practice pulls matter and armchair expert and burning bridges. Like we got three ideas.
Yeah,
So anyone in the chat, if
not the
you
one with
know,
mask.
yeah, if you guys know like any t-shirt design or something, graphics, please help me out. Please message me on Instagram or something. Can come on, Thomas. I was a fan until you said Neil is a good guy. LOL. J.R. Williams is no longer a fan of you.
Who said that? I don't
JR,
know actually. Every,
you
every time
said,
I comment, but I
yeah.
don't know too much of the fans. Like I don't focus too much on the chat, to be honest.
Yeah, J.R. Williams is saying that he was a fan of yours until you said Neil is a good guy. J.R. Williams.
But
So
you
I
know,
think,
like
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
Let
you
me
got. You're the
like
guest. You're
even
the
in
guest.
this stuff, I think I'm quite respectful when I write my comments. And one day I think I wrote something like to in the East versus West channel, and I think they blocked me because every time I send a message, they cannot read it. This is the kind of things we need to overpass. Like
East
they
versus
can
West
keep,
channel. Yeah.
yeah, no, in an Engin Thursday live, I put
Okay. Okay.
like King's Move. It's like something about King's Move, and they block me. So funny.
It's a tough place, man. It's a tough
It's a
place.
tough place. Yeah, I know.
Just picture of Pradeep's face with slight smirk on t-shirt. So guys, let me quickly rewind the topics that we discussed today. First of all, we discussed Zaur Pezulayev's comeback. He had a bicep surgery about 5-6 weeks ago, but he's already back in the gym and he's already easily lifting 32.5 kilos on one arm. So looks like by the end of this year he will be in top shape once again, maybe even before that. Pradeep versus Andres t-shirt. So the second topic was about Alexei Bovada's comeback, and I think Lagia was mentioning that practice pool could have been from 2021. No, Babkan was recently with Bovada, so I don't think it was way back. So Babkan was seen with practicing with Alexei Bovada, and people are saying that practice pool didn't look good. In this case, even I would say that practice pools don't matter because we did not see anything before or after that. Maybe they could have been tired before that. So to assess something from practice pools, you need to know the background, like how many pulls they had before. So if somebody is fresh and one guy is just stonewalling the other guy, and next day the other guy is saying, well, it's practice pull, it doesn't matter. No, I've never seen a guy who is like dominating in a practice pool him say that practice pools don't matter. When Hermes was controlling Matt Mask in the practice pool easily, so who was the
Also
guy
in
who was saying
Italy.
practice pools don't matter? It was Matt who was saying that. So it is always the guy who's losing who claims that it doesn't matter.
Actually, just to take a bit from the subject, like which match I would actually like to see, like probably Bovada against like someone like Reno Masic. I'm telling you, bro, this guy, it's incredible. He's
Yeah.
literally, I have seen him pulling in person. He pulled like, he beat everyone, even Manuel Bataglia with so much ease. Like I remember the last year in the super match, he lost against Manuel here in the open category. And now this guy just comes back and starts beating every guy, even like I forgot the name of this huge guy from that was a champion of IFA, Blahovic, something like that, Boglonsky, something like that. Just
Kamil
Just
Jablonski.
Reno,
Yeah.
yeah, just Reno pull him like such an intelligent guy in the table.
So guys, I think that's about it. Thanks very much for joining this live stream. It was a pleasure talking with you, and thanks Thomas for
Sure,
joining.
sure. Yeah, my first live stream experience. Hope it's well.
Man, if that practice pool was
Well,
really that old, then it's a disaster. I may even have to make that video unlisted, and it is doing great. Like it has already almost 3,000 views. Thanks, brother.
okay, good. Bye, bro. Pleasure.